Welcome everybody to another episode of Star Wars The Old Republic. Let's get cracking on slaughtering the hidden Becks entirely and utterly. Every single one is gonna die.
Gadden can't speak to you right now. Brejik's put a price on his head, so I ordered him to stay in his private chambers until we find the assassin.
I knew we couldn't trust you.
Now, let me try something. Can I use... No, I was thinking... Oh, I can. Use that. I can use... energy shields here. Do you not have one equipped? You do have one equipped. And doing that skips the whole animation. Now, I definitely want to... Okay, this is bad. Quickly just chuck a frag grenade there. And a frag grenade there. And you need to finish her off. Right, get an advanced med pack used. You two and you two. What really hurt us there was our inability to deal with up close people, because Mission in Zalbar, well, we don't actually have any other melee weapons. And still we don't have an advanced and advanced reflex +3, I'll take that.
Yeah?
Right, so now that is done, let's start clearing the hidden Becks out their base. That was fun, that was a fun start. And that was probably the most difficult fight we would have, is that right there. Got a hidden Beck guard down here, let's take him down. No drop, no drop.
Yeah?
Right, mission recover this mine. Sell that. Get all the monies. I need monies. I really should check out Kebla Yurt's shop again. Alright, so we got a sentry droid. I'm not too worried about that. Did I go through my shields? Right, what do we have here? It's pretty much a similar. That's the elevator to Gadden right there. We get footlockers down here. I want to see what's in here. Ion grenade, frag grenade. Nothing great. Disappointing drops there. What's over here? Oh, we've got the barracks in here. This will be fun. These guys are done for. Fantastic. I really want to get Zalbar a melee weapon, because he's definitely, I mean, if you look at his stats, he's got exterior 13, but he's got strength of 20. He's clearly got to be a melee guy. But I just can't find a melee weapon anywhere. Just one will not drop. Oh, that was close.
What?
So yeah, we never did this in the original Let's Play. In the original Let's Play, we pretty much just destroyed the Vulkars and sided with the Becks. But we're changing things up this time. These hidden Becks are pushovers. Like, the Vulkars were way more deadly than the hidden Becks. I think that's mostly us done. The only people that you have to worry about fighting is Gadon and Zadra. I really need to start getting mission behind people again. Like, I don't ever get her behind people to attack. I really should. Right, so let's slice the computer. Well, we've pretty much done everything here, so I don't think there's much we can do or bother doing. Can we unlock an elevator or something? I don't think so. What about the commands? Is there any commands we can do? Nothing that's worth doing. So that was basically just a waste of spikes. I really need to start getting mission behind people so she can benefit from the sneak attack. Oh, I missed remains. It's not like me. Yeah, I definitely think the Becks have a security breach at the moment. Let's go kill Gadon now, shall we?
Who are you? You can't come in here. Sound the alarm, Gadon!
Relax, Kira. This is an ally, not an enemy. She's promised to help get our prototype accelerator back from the Vulkars.
You're too trusting, Gadon. These must be the assassins Brejik sent. How else did they get in here? We're under attack! Guards! Guards!
Now this fight is going to be really tricky. I'm actually probably going to have to micromanage this fight. I'm going to give myself the hyper battle stimulant. Take out Kira first. And no. Yeah, see how difficult this fight is? They are really good. Advanced med pack. I'm probably gonna have to micromanage this one. Throw a concussion grenade in there. Okay, maybe the concussion grenade was a bad idea.
What?
Right, the concussion grenade was definitely a bad idea. Right, Zadra's done. Now it's just Gadon. Oh, and he's done. Right, so that fight went kind of poorly for a couple of reasons. Mostly because I used that concussion grenade stupidly.
Gotcha. Simple.
And we get 300 credits and get some med packs back. What does Gadon drop? Power belt, memory package, light battle armor. Sadly doesn't drop that. Vibro double blade, thankfully. Goodness. Right, okay, so we finally got some good stuff. What's the strength +1? Oh my god, that's really good. I think you need to get that, Zalbar. 21 strength, and of course, I'm gonna have to give you the Vibro double blade. You do have 2-weapon fighting, right? No, you don't. Oh. Oh well, it's still, you're still fine. You'll still do lots of damage with that. Memory package improves intelligence. What happens if I give you... I think I'm going to give you Zalbar's bowcaster. I think that only counts as a... I think this counts as a single thing, so you should get the dueling. +9 to attack. +8 to attack. Maybe not. I'm going to give you Zalbar's bowcaster. And the light scan visor. Awareness +4. I don't want to give anyone that right now. I'll give myself the energy shield. I don't know actually, does it? Does the dueling Does the dueling, that's a good question, does the dueling feat apply to blaster pistol, blaster weapons? Does a blaster rifle count as 2? Single one-handed weapons. Single one-handed weapons. Gain 1+ to attack and 1+ to defense due to the efficiency. Single one-handed, so definitely will not get it for using the, that's a two-handed weapon. So we'll keep you at the blaster and just keep you as a duelist. It seems a shame, but maybe Candaris or HK can use the Zalbar's bowcaster. But anyway, we're going to head back to the Vulcan base now that we're pretty much done with all this.
Tabistyo bong konkipangpa, ching palachiska muli, tuni rana no prata dunkno. Karatumpa kunpa yiya mokapata. Bonanay kachu. Yinkin kuno ba muli rach. Kuya mi juz kachita, naipatoga ya fulki, kukula jiji. Tonghai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tolbada bunk walyagando de nago chuchut, katakum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga, tolbada bunk walyagando de nago chut. Shagji kin lord chawata uma? Kava volpa mulji gumana. King kun shachi king, tonga bug sham uninong. Wanga kun beast king, bamulira. Chuni yun tun jiji ay. Shagji kin lord chawata uma? Kava volpa mulji gumana. King kun shachi king, tonga bug sham uninong. Wanga kun beast king, bamulira. Kontichani, mulira asyong turong umnit patoga wang kachonetize.
Yeah, I know. So we did all that, we got credits, we got experience, here's all the raiders, and of course here is Bastila. Let's just save, just in case I mess up somehow. I mean, it's not likely, but I mean, it is me. After all, we never know, do we? And let's do this. 3843. Let's do it. Here we go. Now we don't want to do too well on this run. We want to beat the time, but not by hundreds, so I'm deliberately going to miss a few. $25.50, and that's okay. So Anglo just beat our time. That's why you don't want to do your best on that first run. 25-25. Let's do it. And here we go. Let's do it properly this time. Easily done.
Ubabatu Kochi, Tom Nongbong Shang Yung Yang, Tom Katok Smaktelia, Kuya Michus Kuna Kitanai, Ina Kuna Marira, Rachikun, Slimo Patona, Yatuka Ulwan Kinkuna Bamurira, Rachikun, Mucha Shakpampa.
I, Brezhik, leader of the Black Vulkars, am honored to award the victory prize to one of my own, once again proving the Vulkars are the premier gang of Taris. Well done. Through your skill and courage, you have proven yourself the premier swoop rider and brought great glory to the Black Vulkars. That's why it is with the greatest sadness that I have to inform you of a slight change in the prize I am offering for your victory. When you hear what I have to say, you'll understand. It seems the woman I offered up as a prize is more than just a Republic officer. She's actually a Jedi. I've had to equip her with a neural disruptor collar to keep her mind in a state of unfocused confusion, just to make sure she doesn't use her force powers to escape. Obviously, I can't turn her over to you. It would be far too dangerous to have a Jedi as a slave. But rest assured, I'll find some other way to compensate you for your victory.
Jawana Bota Ayuata Honga Chakanki Dora, Kachi Kuita Hodonga, Topada Bunkwalian.
You old fool! Your traditions are nothing to me. I am the wave of the future. If I want to withdraw the prize and sell this woman on the slave market myself, nobody can stop me.
I might have something to say about that, Brezhik.
What? Impossible. You were restrained by a neural disruptor. How could you have possibly summoned the will to free yourself?
You underestimate the strength of a Jedi's mind, Brezhik. A mistake you won't live to regret.
Vulkars, to me! Kill this woman! Kill the swoop rider! Kill them all!
Well, we get to do this again. Brezhik, you are mine. You're mine, Brezhik. Once I stop missing. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna stop missing. Maybe I should just. Yeah, but Bastila, you got Brezhik, right? I seem to be on a missing streak for some reason. There we go. Much better.
There.
Why am I missing so much? Brezhik is a pretty good character, but I got the killing blow. So screw you, Bastila. Now, before we talk to Bastila, you want to pick up the lightsaber, Brezhik's belt, and armbands, and all the rest, all the other good stuff. Dexterity +1. I'll take that. Actually, that'll probably be best going to Mission or Karth. Brezhik's armband, resistance v slashing. I will take that, actually. Resistance v bludgeoning. I'm not going to take that, but. Right, and now let's talk to Bastila.
Well, maybe those bloody Vulkars will think twice next time before trying to keep a Jedi prisoner. And as for you, if you think you can collect me as a prize... Wait, I don't believe this. You're one of the soldiers with the Republic fleet, aren't you? Yes, I'm sure of it. How did you end up racing for these swoop gangs? You must have banked a turn too sharply, because it sounds like all the blood has rushed from your brain. I am Bastila Shan, a member of the Jedi Order and a fleet commander for the Republic. Nobody owns me. Now, we don't have time for joking around. What are you doing here? Well, we don't have time for it now. We have to get out of here before the Sith show up to sort out this mess. Is there somewhere safe we can go? Save me. Is that what you were trying to accomplish by riding in that swoop race? Well, as far as rescues go, this is a pretty poor example. In case you hadn't noticed, I managed to free myself from that neural restraint collar without your help. In fact, it's more accurate to say that I saved you. Brezhik and his Vulkars would have left you for dead if I hadn't stepped into that fight. You're lucky I was here to get you out of this mess. Yes, I suppose you can. Well, I appreciate your attempt to save me, even if it didn't really go as you planned. But let's get down to business. We're not out of danger yet. If I'm going to figure out a way for us to get off this planet, I need to know what kind of resources we can draw on. First, Are we the only 2 survivors left from the Ender Spire? The Republic, for one. I was a fleet commander, remember? But I don't want you getting all worked up over nothing. So tell me, do you have a plan to get off this planet? Karth Onasi is alive. Finally, some good news. Karth is one of the Republic's best soldiers. He's proved himself a hero a dozen times over. And he sent you here to save me. Maybe I misjudged you. Karth wouldn't have sent you if he wasn't confident in your abilities. Forgive me. Despite my Jedi training, I still tend to act a bit rashly sometimes. Please, take me to Karth right away. Between the 3 of us, I'm sure we can figure out some way to get off this planet before the Sith realize we're here. You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taris yet? What have you been doing all this time? My attitude. It strikes me that you are the one in sore need of an attitude adjustment. I happen to be in charge of this mission, if you'll recall.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will. You know, I had my doubts about this mission, but I figured the Jedi Council wouldn't put you in charge if you weren't prepared. And here you are, acting like a spoiled child.
I see. It's true that I don't have much military experience. Perhaps I should not be so quick to judge. Very well, Karth. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taris. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. As you wish. We should move on.
Oh, I didn't actually know I could actually just, like, say no.
How can I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taris. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the Swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the Swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulkar prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taris Swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Yes, I can see you do not lack an ability, although modesty is another matter. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... I'm sorry, I've overstepped my authority. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet. How can I... Then I suggest...
Yes. I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore. Listen, sister, just because we're working together doesn't mean you get to go badger me with constant questions. Blast it if you aren't the most frustrating woman to talk to. Isn't there someone else you can harass for a little while? Wait. I didn't mean it that way. Don't go, damn it. Look, I suppose I could use someone to talk to. I'm just not used to it, and I don't know why you're so interested, but here goes. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul. With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again. I didn't want to, maybe. Are you so sure you would have? Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. Even when things looked to be at their worst. I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all. Don't even start with that. I don't feel sorry for myself. I feel angry at Saul and all those others. It's all I can think about sometimes. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it. Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to... Yes. You got it.
Hey there. I don't want to talk about if I'm gonna be in... Okay.
Alright, finally that's all done now. Let's do a little bit of this. Now we can upgrade the lightsaber, although we really can't because we've got nothing there. Give Karth the improved energy cell and the hair trigger. That's going to make it really good. That blaster is pretty badass. 4 to 9 attack modifier plus 2. And the Zalbar's bowcaster. We'll take the we'll keep the scope in there, I guess. Right, everything else is all looking fine. Right, so I think we're done. Let's look. Oh no, I can't modify people's equipment. That's so annoying in here. But that's us for this episode. It was a really long one. Sorry for that. That's it for this recording session. Next time when we come back, we'll start looking for a way to get off Taris, and we'll start. We'll do the Sith base, and then we will start tying up loose ends around Taris, such as the dueling ring, all the Pizak, all the side quests, etc., etc. So come back for all that. That's going to be fun.